Hello friends, welcome to our new video. In today's video, we are going to explain a romantic drama movie. This movie starts with showing a boy who is sitting in his room and masturbating, but then suddenly a girl comes in his room. He liked that girl very much. After this, what happens between these two? We will see in this video later. So let's start this movie. In the beginning of the movie, we see three friends who are sitting in front of the computer and watching Mia Khalifa's videos. One of these three friends gets carried away by the boat while watching Mia Khalifa, and he starts caressing his little chatan. When the friend sitting next to him sees this, he quickly gets up from there, but then a rat comes under his feet. Seeing that rat, he gets very scared and screams loudly. Seeing that rat, two people get very scared, but then the third boy, he comes in front of him and acts as if he is picking up the rat and eating it. But then a man comes from outside and suddenly opens the door, due to which the rat falls in Min's mouth. After this, Min eats the rat wholeheartedly. After this, we see in the college canteen when Min's friends are eating food here, then Min also starts bringing his food here. As soon as Min sits with his friends, all those people get up and leave from there because Min had eaten a rat last night. That's why all those people were running away from him. But Min doesn't care about this. Then his eyes fall on the girl sitting in front of him. Min looks at her legs from under the table. Gulab also sees Min doing this. Seeing this, Gulab gets very angry, and she starts looking at Min loudly. Min steals his eyes and looks here and there, but after some time his eyes again go to her legs. Gulab teaches him a lesson. She wanted to teach Min how to teach her, so when Min is looking at her legs, she spreads her legs. Seeing this, Min gets so nervous that his food gets stuck in his throat. After some time, when Min comes out of the canteen, Gulab comes here with her friends. They laugh a lot on seeing Min. Min goes to his friends and asks them about that girl. His friend tells him that this is a new girl whose name is Gulab. Here we see Gulab, who is going home with her friends. There, a man is standing behind Gulab and caressing her backside. This makes Gulab very angry, but after a while, that man leaves from here and Min comes here by mistake. The train is moving at a very high speed. As soon as the brakes are applied, Min's little chatan collides with Gulab. Gulab turns back because she was tolerating this for a long time. After this, she kicks Min's banana so hard that both of Min's eggs break, due to which Min has to be admitted in the hospital. But when Gulab later comes to know that she had not done anything, she regrets her actions and goes to the hospital and apologizes to him. Here Min and Gulab become very good friends, and they talk a lot here. Gulab says sorry for her actions, and she says, if you need anything, then you can ask me. Then Min says to her if we can practice in your gym in the evening, because Min and his friends had to give a performance in college. They did not have any place for its rehearsal. So he was asking Gulab for some space in her gym. Gulab says yes to him. After this, all these people reach Gulab's gym. When Gulab goes to her gym class, her teacher asks her to give a performance. She says that your semester is about to end and you have not yet brought any boy member here. I need boy member here by next week at any cost. Then Gulab remembers Minky and brings Min and his friends here. When a Chinese girl is doing stretching here, Min and his friends stare at her with wide eyes. Then that girl calls Min to her and asks him to help her in stretching. When he is helping her, then Gulab also comes here, and she gets very angry seeing Min doing this. That evening, all these people go to a club where Gulab is dancing with Min. Then Gulab's eyes fall on John, the smartest guy of her college. John was also staring at Gulab. After this, John and Gulab talk a lot. Gulab asks John, where has your girlfriend gone? John tells that he has broken up with her. Gulab asks if she will go out with him. Gulab says yes. The next day, we see Gulab practicing with Min in her class. Then John's ex-girlfriend Chameli comes and slaps Gulab hard on her rosy cheeks because she wanted to date his boyfriend. Gulab also gets up quickly and slaps Chameli hard on her cheeks. Min pretends to be unaware of their deadly fight and dips his head in a tub of water. Gulab was very sad because of all this. Then John comes and hugs Gulab. After this, John takes her to his friend's room. John takes her to the bathroom and both of them have a lot of sex here. But when their sex ends in the room, John tells Gulab that he will be back in a little while, and he leaves the room. But then Gulab feels very thirsty because she had worked hard a little while ago. She looks for water in the fridge but finds an empty bottle. After this, she goes out and fills water. But when she comes back to the room, she sees that the door of the room is locked from inside. She had come out wearing very short clothes, so she wanted to go inside quickly. When the door of this room does not open, she quickly goes inside the other room. But we see Min here who is masturbating while watching Mia Khalifa's videos. Gulab also comes inside and sees this. Because of Gulab's sudden arrival, both of them are looking at each other like this. Here he feels very embarrassed. After this, he goes out of his room's window. Gulab's birthday was coming after a week, so Min wants to buy a ring for her on her birthday. But this ring is very expensive. He asks his friends that I need a lot of money to buy that ring, and I don't know how to get so much money in a week. After this, Min and his friends go to a strip club and these people take off their clothes and dance in front of women. By doing this, they get a lot of money. When a lot of money comes to Min, then he buys that ring for Gulab. Here Gulab suddenly comes to know that she is pregnant. After this, she goes and tells this to John. John asks her, "Why did you not take the pills?" In the second scene, we see that John's friends are telling him that girls are not trustworthy. And how can you say that the child is yours? The next day, Gulab is going to the hospital for birth control, and she asks John to come with her. But John does not go with her, and in return he gives her his ATM and says, "You can take as much money as you need from this," which makes Gulab very angry. And she hits the ATM on John's face and leaves from there. In the evening when Gulab returns, her friends surprise her. As soon as Gulab arrives, everyone wishes her happy birthday, but Min was from a different world, and he used to celebrate in a different way, so he hits the whole cake on Gulab's face. After he gives her an expensive ring saying it is a surprise. Gulab is already very angry, and seeing Min's actions, she gets even more angry. She slaps Min hard. The very next day, Gulab calls Min, and she calls him to meet her. Hearing her words, Min feels that maybe Gulab is calling him for a date, and he becomes very happy. He gets ready in a hurry. While he is setting his hair, he sees that his gel is over, so he applies strawberry jam on his hair. After this, when he goes to Gulab, he comes to know that Gulab is not calling him for a date, but to the hospital because Gulab has to get an abortion. Due to this, Min becomes very sad. Gulab becomes very sad due to the abortion. On the other hand, Min was very upset because he had applied strawberry jam on his hair. So many flies were troubling him. But Min also does not like seeing Gulab sad. After this, he brings her home and takes a lot of care of her. He makes soup for her and also cleans her face. Gulab becomes very emotional seeing Min doing all this. Min does a lot of crazy things to make Gulab laugh. Seeing Min doing all this, Gulab laughs initially, but then she starts crying while laughing. After this, the scene cuts here. After this, we see in the college, it is time for Min's team's performance. All of them are performing their act on the stage in which 3 cement blocks are placed in Min's stomach, and his friends are breaking them by hitting them with a hammer. After breaking 2 blocks, when it is the turn to break the 3rd block, Min's eyes fall on Gulab, and he suddenly stands up to see her, and the hammer accidentally falls on his head, due to which he faints. All his friends quickly treat him. After some time, Gulab is also performing her act. By then, Min had also regained consciousness and went to see Gulab. He comes to the front and stands there for the performance. The guards here tell him to go back, due to which an argument takes place between Min and the guards. After this, the guards catch him and throw him out. Gulab is also watching all this. After finishing her performance, Gulab goes to the bathroom. Then Min also reaches there. As soon as the bathroom door opens, Min sees that Gulab has not fully recovered, due to which she is bleeding. After this, Min lifts her on his shoulders, and her treatment is going on here. Then Gulab's mom also comes there. When Gulab's mom comes to know about it, she beats Gulab a lot and asks her, "Why did you do this?" Min comes here and tries to stop them. Then Gulab's mom thinks that maybe this is the same girl. He goes to John. He comes here and sees that John is partying very happily. After this, he quickly climbs on John's table and beats him a lot. After this, he takes him to the hospital to see Gulab's mom, after which Gulab's mom comes to know the whole truth. Min leaves from here very sad. After a few days, when Gulab gets completely well, she goes to meet Min in her room, and here both of them hug each other. Now Gulab also likes Min, and the movie ends here. If you liked this movie, then definitely give a like and subscribe to my channel for such videos. So see you in our next video.